Mike Owens here. Today I'm joined by Hector Lombard. He's going to be back in action 10th of November on Jorge Masvidal's game-bred Bareknuckle MMA production, facing Chris Sarro. Hector, great to sit down and chat. How are things with you today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, bro. Doing some training and enjoying life.
Well,
so what did you take on the Ngannou before we start? What did you take on Ngannou? Francis Ngannou.
Nobody cares about my opinion. I want to know your opinion. What did you think on Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou?
First of all, I got to meet Tyson Fury is a dickhead. Remember when he was here at the gym, a friend of my gym, and somebody asked me, "Hey, bro, he hooked me up. I wanted to get to meet Tyson Fury, blah blah blah." So I went, I set it up. I knew Sugar, hang out with Sugar, his trainer, hang out with his brother. His brother, super nice guy, took a bunch of pictures with me and my gloves. And the guy wouldn't even look at me. The guy wouldn't even talk to me. And at one point, I even go to him to get close. He said, like, you know what? I'm already used to people hate on me. So let me go to him and be humble myself and say, like, hey, I'm different, so I'm a hat. He won't even talk to me. So I'm super happy that Francis Ngannou beat the shit out of him. He's a dickhead.
Did you expect the fight to go the way that it did?
Obviously not. And I would say like 99% of people would agree with me that everyone was expecting Francis Ngannou to go over there for the paycheck, but he proved everybody wrong, including me. And I'm super happy because it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I love Francis Ngannou. He's a hell of a guy, hell of a fighter, great human being. What a great guy, man! And he's so humble. Like he's just like a caddy, man. Like I love that guy.
You think it's a good thing for the sport of MMA how well Francis performed in the boxing ring?
Totally. We before we used to get laughed at. And I don't know what is your favorite sport, but my favorite sport always would be MMA.
Me too.
Because the combination is the combination of all arts together. And you have to be extremely smart to be able to have that mind control, to be able to have that mindset to relate every single art and put it all together in one. And you can be a dumb motherfucker and be a boxer. All you do is just taking punches in the head and just moving forward. But it takes a different individual to practice and specialize the MMA sport. That's why MMA fighters are all very smart people, because you have to be smart to figure it out and put all these arts together. And it's an art. That's why we are martial artists, because we are artists. We combine all arts, all the combat sport arts together, and we make a combat sport. And for somehow like these dumb motherfuckers, especially boxers, right? Which is like, we as an MMA fighters, we understand the importance of the boxing, and we respect boxing. Meanwhile, these stupid motherfuckers, and I would say every single one of them, because it's always exceptions, but most of them, they never respect MMA. They never had like the respect that MMA is a better sport. It's a better sport, period. Even this dumbass of Tyson Fury, he was calling himself the baddest man. No, you're not the baddest man, dude. You was, because now not even anymore. You was the best boxer. Now it's Francis Ngannou, the best boxer, because he beat him. He beat him fair and square. That's outside of taking away the elbow, that would be like another point deduction, and the list goes on. Now you got beat in your own sport by an MMA fighter, and that proves that MMA fighters are the best athletes, the best fighters. We go all over. MMA fighters go all over. We fight Bareknuckle, we fight BJJ, we compete in every single art. And it's, it's funny to me, like, people don't give us that respect. And I love this because now the people, thanks to Francis Ngannou, start seeing us in a different way.
Talking about respect, I checked the records. You made your MMA debut in 2004, so this will be your 20th year anniversary in the sport. And obviously, you fought in Bareknuckle, you fought in boxing, you've had your Olympic career with judo. Can you just give me a kind of comment on what the last 20 years have been like for you in MMA and what's left for you to accomplish?
I mean, it's a lot longer than that, but that's what the paper says.
Of course.
I mean, I love combat sports. I'm a big fan. I never criticize a sport, an MMA sport, because I love every single one of them. I'm not gonna be like Andrew Tate criticizing BJJ, and of course that fucking guy never understood jiu-jitsu because he never done it. But BJJ has helped not only the MMA sport to grow, because without the Gracies, we wouldn't be where we are today. So thanks to us, thanks to BJJ, thanks to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, thanks to the Gracies, we are where we are today. And the people need to respect every single art. Every single martial art is dangerous. Every single martial art is very efficient. Whether it's wrestling, whether it's judo, whether it's boxing, they're all very efficient. That's why we use every single one of them. And the people have this stupidity that they want to kind of like, isolate. And it's kind of like, and that this doesn't come to the table, but this is kind of like in a comparison that I want to put up. It's kind of like the race. Where is the race now? It's gone. Nobody talks about race no more. As a matter of fact, if you tell me that I'm a nigga, you probably gotta get ended up in trouble. That didn't happen 20 years ago. So all that thing is gone. But 20 years ago, it was okay, to fucking, call me a nigga. You get my point? Like, we need to understand, and we need to start to, get away from all that pride. Whether it's, race, religion, sport, all of that. We need to get away with all the pride.
I agree.
And that's my opinion, my brother.
No,
I might be wrong.
No, I agree. Let's talk about this fight at hand. As I mentioned, you're facing Chris Sarro next Friday night. What interested you in this fight, and also what interested you in fighting in Bareknuckle
MMA? Like I say, I'm in love with every single martial art. I love every single one of them. You can go back on the record, and I never have discriminate a martial art, because every single one of them, including Kung Fu, every single one of them are affected somehow. Now, talking about the fight, I'm feeling good about this fight. I can't wait to perform in another sport. I can't wait to perform in the Game Brain Arena. And my hats to Masvidal. He's one of the few Cubans that back up his own Cuban brothers. You get me? So I'm happy all around.
I love it. What at this stage of your career, what's left for you to accomplish? Is there anything else that you haven't done, that you haven't ticked off the bucket list that you would like to do before it's all said and done?
Yeah, well, I have I think I accomplished a lot. I could have a lot more done, but unfortunately, I got signed. When I signed with the UFC, I had like a bad relationship with the girl, and I'm not gonna be like Andrew Tate. I'm not gonna be like all his followers. That's why he got a hold of a set amount of group of people that I call them beta boys, because like they ended up blame the women. You don't have to blame anybody. I don't have to blame. Unfortunately, at that time, I was lonely and I needed a companion, and I signed the biggest contract at the time in the UFC. It was millions and millions of dollars, pay-per-view, all of that. I was 26 win strike, a lot of years without losing, and I wasn't humble. I got involved with the girl, and so my fault once again, and I got into the drinking, alcohol, drugs, didn't train, nothing. I would show up to the fight just for the paycheck. Right now, I'm in a good spirit, so I can, hopefully I can, finish my career in the way that I want to accomplish and retire and be happy.
I love that. I want to get your thoughts very quickly. An old foe of yours, Dan Henderson, was on the Joe Rogan podcast a couple of weeks ago. He had some choice words to say about you. I think the quote here is, he said his fight with you was the only fight where there was genuine bad blood in his career. Just your overall response to, I'm not sure if you've seen those quotes, but your overall response to Dan Henderson.
Yeah, the thing that I do regret is I remember I was at 170 and I jumped from 170 to 185 in a few months just to get back on the wing, and my personal issues and stuff like that didn't allow me to be focused. And yeah, I wanted to beat him up because I went to train at that gym and they didn't treat me fairly. It was a lot of bullshit going on, and I stopped fighting in every single one of them. I was fought about two of his teammates. I knocked them all out, and yeah, like they never treat me with the we love or respect whatsoever. And yes, I got elbow in the back of the head, and nobody talks about it. I'm actually have to put that footage of that elbow in the back of the head. Nobody ever mentioned anything about it. Nobody talks about it. Nothing. That should be a fucking illegal. But yeah, I didn't got treated. I didn't treat. And this is always happening to me. Like I would be in anywhere. Like yesterday, for example, I was raising myself. I wasn't racing with anybody. I was at the truck, and I was doing my laps. I don't know where this guy comes to start racing me. I stop, he stops. I start running, he start running. I said, like, dude, what are you doing? You want to run? Just go and run. I said, no, I want to race you. I mean, there is nobody here. Whether I'm in the bus or whatever, somebody's gonna be like, I don't like you. You like, okay, for real. But what did I do to you? Oh no, I just don't like you. It's just story of my life.
I love it. Last question from me, Hector. I appreciate you're a busy man and thank you for your time. November 10th, you make your return to action. What can fans expect? What can Hector Lombard fans expect next Friday night?
I'm coming explosive. Like I say, you know, I don't have too much of a madness like in the past. And once again, like I don't blame my relationship. I have to blame myself. That's why even like my last relationship, I said to the girl, listen, you know, you are in a way that doesn't sync with me. I think you should go your way. I'm going my way. Have a beautiful day. I wish you well. Stay away in your line. I stay away in my line. And that's how I'm doing right now. I don't blame anybody. I don't blame no way because there is a good women and there's a bad women. There is a bad guys and there's a good guys. You know, there's a bad black people. There's good black people. There's a bad white people. There's a, you know, you cannot generalize ever. So right now I'm in a good spirit. And like I said to you at the beginning, brother, I want to finish my career in a better note. And I'm on my way.
Fantastic. Well, it was great to catch up with you today. I wish you the best of luck for next Friday night, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you, brother.